Not one round, look. How can that be? That's impossible. And the same with the other judge here. They give him 1 round out the 12 rounds, which is impossible. I mean, I've been around a long time, and I know I'm biased.
I was quite confident. I thought I won that fight again. I think I've got Larry Holmes, dear.
Dear boxing fans and pros were stunned after Tyson Fury's controversial loss in his rematch against Oleksandr Usyk. Many boxing analysts and former pros have called foul, claiming Fury was robbed by judges' questionable scoring. Fury dominated key rounds with his signature power punches and superior footwork, leaving Usyk visibly shaken. Despite this, the decision favored Usyk, sparking debates about biased officiating. Experts accused the system of corruption. Fans demanded accountability as the boxing world reeled from the decision following his contentious rematch loss to Oleksandr Usyk. Tyson Fury addressed the media with his trademark confidence, asserting that he won at least 7 rounds of the fight despite the judge's decision favoring Usyk. Fury stood firm in his belief that the victory was as everyone else thinks. The way I think, Fury remarked, referencing widespread support from fans and boxing experts who questioned the scoring.
The last round, wasn't you confident that you were ahead?
Yeah, I was quite confident. I thought I won that fight again. I think I've got Larry Holmes, dear. I thought I've won both fights, but then again I've gone home with 2 losses on my record now, so there's not much I can do about it. I can just fight my heart out and do the best I can. But again, I'll always believe until the day I die I won that fight.
The fight, and I know I won 7 rounds, but I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. It is what it is. Acknowledging the nature of the sport, Fury emphasized the finality of the decision. This is boxing. No one can change a decision once it's made. The judges do their job, and we move on. While some might expect bitterness, Fury appeared to take the loss and stride, focusing on the positives and his next steps. The heavyweight champion's attitude reflects his pragmatic approach to the ups and downs of his career. Fury's remarks highlight the unpredictable nature of boxing, where controversial decisions often spark debates among fans and experts. However, his calm demeanor suggests a seasoned understanding of the sport's intricacies. Despite the setback, Fury's confidence and resilience remain unshaken, whether it's preparing for a trilogy fight with Usyk or pursuing other challenges. Fury's focus on the future underscores why he remains one of boxing's most compelling figures. For now, the debate continues, but Tyson Fury has made it clear his legacy is far from over.
I feel a lot of people did as well. Same score. Frank had me 3 or 4 rounds up. A lot of people had me at least 2. I just don't know. Listen, it is what it is. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. It's happened now. I know boxing, been in it all my life. You can't change no decisions. But I'll just always feel a little bit hard done by. Not a little bit, actually a lot. But I think when you don't get the knockout, this is what happens. You can't guarantee a win.
Well, advice anyway, mate. Look, I love you. The true champion, and as I said, mate, it's 2 times now I've been to win it, and
same as me then.
Respect from Australia.
If anybody's seen
Thank you.
In the aftermath of Tyson Fury's unanimous decision loss to Oleksandr Usyk, promoter Frank Warren expressed profound disagreement with the judges' scoring. All 3 judges scored the about 116-112 in favor of Usyk, a verdict Warren found implausible. He was particularly astonished that one judge did not award Fury a single round in the latter half of the fight, while the other 2 judges each granted him only 1 round during that period. Warren described this scoring as impossible and nonsense, emphasizing his disbelief at the judge's failure to recognize what he perceived as Fury's dominance in the later rounds. Warren's reaction underscores the ongoing debates about judging standards in boxing, especially in high-stakes matches like Fury versus Usyk. His comments reflect a broader concern within the boxing community regarding the consistency and transparency of scoring in the sport.
been 1 round out the last 6, and the same here with this guy. It's crazy, and I'm calm and collected. I'm not screaming and shouting. That is a nonsense. Everybody along that front row there, including, and their faces were long as kites, the management of Usyk, and everybody along the front had him win. Oscar De La Hoya and I had him winning by 3-4 rounds.
Frank Warren, Tyson Fury's promoter, has voiced strong criticism of the judges' scoring in Fury's controversial rematch loss to Oleksandr Usyk. Speaking in the aftermath of the fight, Warren made it clear that he disagreed with the decision, labeling the scoring as impossible. He was particularly incensed by the fact that one of the judges failed to award Fury even a single round in the final 7, while the other 2 judges gave him just 1 round in that stretch. "I can't understand how that happens," Warren said. "One judge didn't give Tyson a single round in the last 7. That's impossible to justify. The other 2 only gave him 1 round during that period. It's nonsense." Warren's reaction highlights the recurring controversy surrounding judging and boxing, especially in high-profile fights. Fury had moments where he appeared to be the aggressor, landing significant shots and dictating the pace in later rounds. However, those efforts were seemingly overlooked in the official scorecards. Dissect called for greater accountability in judging, expressing frustration, not just for Fury, but for the sport as a whole. Decisions like this hurt boxing. He said fans can see what's happening in the ring, and when the scorecards don't reflect that, it damages the credibility of the sport. Despite his disappointment, Warren acknowledged that the result could not be changed but urged the boxing community to address these issues to avoid similar controversies in the future. While the F over the rematches outcome continues, Warren's remarks echo the sentiments of many fans and experts who were equally shocked by the judges' scoring in the wake of Tyson Fury's unanimous decision loss to Oleksandr Usyk. Former world champion Amir Khan offered a candid assessment of the bout. Khan described the fight as highly competitive, noting that after 10 rounds he perceived the contest to be evenly matched. He remarked, "I thought it was even." After 10 rounds, Khan observed that Fury appeared to gain momentum in the championship round, suggesting that the British heavyweight might have edged ahead. He stated the last 2 rounds Tyson might have, you know what I mean. Despite this, Khan acknowledged the fight's closeness, conceding that the outcome was uncertain. Khan also mentioned that Fury himself believed he had done enough to secure the victory. He noted Tyson even thought that he won the fight. Khan's analysis reflects the sentiments of many boxing enthusiasts who viewed the match as a closely contested battle between 2 elite heavyweights. His perspective adds to the ongoing discussion about the fight scoring and the subjective nature of judging and boxing. Amir Khan's comments about Tyson Fury's rematch with Oleksandr Usyk highlight the razor-thin margin of the contest and the difficulty of determining a clear winner in such closely fought battles. When Khan said it could have gone either way, he was emphasizing just how balanced the fight was. In terms of competitiveness, both fighters displayed moments of dominance, making it challenging to decisively call the fight for one or the other. Khan's acknowledgement that Fury believed he had done enough to win speaks to the subjective nature of boxing. Fighters often perceive their own performances differently from how judges or spectators might see them. Fury, known for his confidence and ability to dictate fights, likely felt that his work rate, power punches, and control in key moments would sway the judges in his favor. However, as KH implied, the final rounds were pivotal, and even slight differences in how judges interpret action can lead to divergent scorecards. By saying Tyson even thought that he won the fight, Khan pointed out the natural bias that competitors may feel after an intense match. His remarks add weight to the ongoing debates about boxing scoring system fairness and the need for greater transparency to avoid controversies in the sport's biggest events.
I mean, look, it was a close fight. It could have gone either way, in my opinion. I think the scorecards only gave Tyson, what was it, 4 rounds or something?
Yeah, it was 116, 112 on all scorecards, 8-4.
8-4, yeah. I mean, look, I don't think it was that close. Honestly, I had it even in round 10, going into the final 2 rounds, and I thought Tyson might have nicked it, you know what I mean? It could have gone either way, but wish them both the very best. And I think, yeah, I mean, look, Tyson thought he won the fight by looking at him. A lot of people thought he won the fight. It's boxing, you know what I mean? It's what the judges saw.
A heavier Tyson Fury in this rematch. What did you actually make of his performance tonight?
I think Tyson was getting some big shots in. He was catching Usyk with some very good shots. And I was sat next to Klitschko and also Lennox Lewis.
That's not bad company.
Moreover, Michael Buffer shared his perspective on the bout's outcome. Buffer described the fight as exceptionally close, stating it could have gone either way, indicating his belief that the match was evenly contested and that the judges' unanimous decision in favor of Usyk might not fully reflect the competitive nature of the bout. Buffer's comments highlight the subjective nature of boxing judging, where close rounds can be interpreted differently by officials, leading to contentious decisions. His disagreement with the judge's verdict aligns with sentiments expressed by various boxing analysts and fans who felt that Fury's performance warranted a more favorable consideration. Praising Usyk's performance, Buffer likened him to a machine, emphasizing the Ukrainian's relentless energy and endurance throughout the fight. He remarked that Usyk possesses big batteries that never stop, underscoring Usyk's exceptional stamina and work rate, which have become hallmarks of his fighting style. This analogy reflects Usyk's ability to maintain a high pace and consistent output, attributes that have been pivotal in his success across multiple weight divisions. His relentless approach often overwhelms opponents as he combines technical proficiency with unwavering physical conditioning. Buffer's insights contribute to the broader discourse surrounding the fight's outcome, shedding light on the complexities of scoring and professional boxing. His perspective resonates with those who advocate for a more nuanced understanding of how fights are evaluated, especially in closely contested matchups between elite competitors. As the boxing community reflects on this bout, Buffer's observations serve as a reminder of the sport's inherent subjectivity and the importance of continual evaluation of judging practices to ensure fair and accurate outcomes in the future.
Good 1-2, one pop up, and he used his size and reach and everything. Usyk is like a machine, though. He's just got a big battery that never stops.
Do you think he's unbeatable, Oleksandr Usyk, in this era? Do you think he's unbeatable in this era, Usyk?
No, nobody's unbeatable. Nobody's unbeatable. Muhammad Ali in his prime isn't here today, so.
Just lastly, Michael, good performance there from Tyson. Many people did have it close. Where do you think he goes next?
Tyson?
Yeah.
Um,
An Anthony Joshua fight, maybe?
He could pack Wembley with an Anthony Joshua fight for sure. I think Triple D and Usyk could put 90,000 in Wembley because that's a good fight.
Dear boxing fans and pros were stunned after Tyson Fury's controversial loss in his rematch against Oleksandr Usyk. Many boxing analysts and former pros have called foul, claiming Fury was robbed by judges' questionable scoring. Fury dominated key rounds with his signature power punches and superior footwork, leaving Usyk visibly shaken. Despite this, the decision favored Usyk, sparking debates about biased officiating. Experts accused the system of corruption. Fans demanded accountability as the boxing world reeled from the decision following his contentious rematch loss to Oleksandr Usyk. Tyson Fury addressed the media with his trademark confidence, asserting that he won at least 7 rounds of the fight despite the judge's decision favoring Usyk. Fury stood firm in his belief that the victory was as everyone else thinks the way I think, Fury remarked, referencing widespread support from fans and boxing experts who questioned the scoring.
Do you think I've done that truthfully?
I thought he was dead tonight. I thought you were going to get it, if I'm honest.
I swear to God, thought I won it by at least 3 rounds. Boss the fight in front, put all that out.